You may be seated. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Tara Underwood, and I am the Dean of the School of Health and Natural Sciences, of which our nursing program, along with the Department of Natural Sciences, Respiratory Therapy, and Rehabilitation Science reside. I am very excited to be with you this evening in order to celebrate the accomplishments of our newest graduates. Can everyone give them a hand? Yes, you can stand, clap. To our students, it is my hope that you will be inspired to be your absolute best in your chosen profession. I hope that your perspective during each day will be full of gratitude, kindness, and hope that is desperately needed in this world. I hope that you can cultivate an environment of excellence in your workplace, service to humanity, consideration for others, and empathy for the patients and the families that will be served by your presence, your knowledge, and your skills. Now, as you prepare for your significant accomplishments as far as celebrating them, I encourage you to reflect on your future goals. As you all know, your next hurdle is to pass the NCLEX to become official registered nurses in the diverse workplaces and careers that will be available to you. I am sure that your professors have already told you to get that green light on the ATI exam. Go for the green light, you guys, okay? In conclusion, please remember that you are a part of the future leadership that we so desperately need in our society today. You have purposefully chosen a profession in which you will provide life-saving service to others. Take pride in your decision. Sit up straight and take pride in that. We need you. Many of you are beginning a legacy for your family that will transform future generations to come. Once again, as your dean, congratulations and be blessed on your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Welcome. I would like to introduce Johnny Williams. He is the director of the Emergency Center at Atrium Health at Navicent. He has been there for 36 years, y'all. You weren't even born when he started working there. To be at the same institution for 36 years is really an incredible feat, and he is so loved there. I have to hear the story. His staff talk about the cakes he makes. And just please, this is such a treat to introduce him. He is such a positive person in the nursing force, and we are just thrilled to have him here as our keynote speaker, Mr. Johnny Williams.
Good evening. I say good evening. All right. I've got three questions. I got a question for three different groups tonight. And when I ask this question, the answer for each group is going to be the same answer. And that answer is going to be the loudest scream that you can give out of your group. And I want some fist pumping when you scream, okay? So the first group, Middle Georgia State nursing students. How excited are you that you have made it through this rigorous program and that you are now at your pinning ceremony and soon graduation? Let me hear some screaming and some popping. All right. I'm sure you're making Miss Underwood happy. All right, second group. I know the faculty is out working and that kind of thing, but I know there are a few of them here. So Middle Georgia State professors, faculty, and clinical instructors, instructors, how excited are you that you have guided, led, mentored this group to this time of pinning and graduation? So come on, faculty. Come on, faculty. Group number 3, parents, families, and friends. How proud are you of this group? Let me. Okay. All right. For a second there, I thought I was at the Georgia-Florida game. So students, let me warn you a little bit. On that last scream from your parents, don't be fooled by that scream. Some of it was mothers already thinking of what they're going to do with your room when you leave. All right, students, don't be fooled by that scream. Some of them is fathers saying that I just got a raise because they're going to be off of my payroll. All right. Thank you all for letting me be here with you with this proud occasion. Ms. Wilson, thank you for inviting me. I did have to think about it for a moment, but I'm glad I'm here. As she said, I'm Johnny Williams. I am a registered nurse. And what I would like to say to you is I became a registered nurse 34 years ago, and I was proud and I loved nursing once I got into it. And I want to tell you, 34 years later, I still love being a nurse, okay? And so, she introduced me as the director of the emergency center. When people ask me what do I do for a living, and I tell them I'm the director of the emergency center, I get 2 answers. I get 2 responses. Oh my God, and the other one is, bless you, my child. And if you've ever been to the emergency room and when we're packed out, and you know why they say that. But anyway, so thank you for allowing me to be a part of your ceremony tonight. Thank you for choosing nursing, for nursing being your career of choice. Ms. Underwood said that we need you, and I echo that. We need you, and nursing and healthcare remains a great profession. So, why nursing? I get to interview a lot of people. Matter of fact, you guys look great. Some of you look great because I've already hired you. So, so that means you're going to decrease my staffing shortage. And but anyway, I always ask the question, and anybody that sat in my interview, and some of you all have, is one of the first questions I always ask is, why did you choose nursing? The answers that I get is, my mom was a nurse, my grandmother was a nurse, Aunt Josie was a nurse. Now we get, my dad was a nurse, or my brother is a nurse. Some of you say that I had a loved one in the hospital, and it was the nurses there that made a difference. How much compassion they gave my loved one, how they taught us, about the disease processes. Some of you said that I had a family member that was chronically or terminally ill, and it was the nurses, the home health nurses that came to the house, or the hospice nurse that came in on call to our house in the middle of the night. Some of you said that it was a call on my life, and I knew it was. Some of you, I had, and those are the common answers that I get. There was one young man, well, let me tell you this, and some of you use nursing as a stepping stone to the next part of your career. Some of you will go to advanced practice, nurse practitioner school, CRNAs, as far as nurse anesthetists. Some of you will go on to do clinical nurse specialists, as well as doctors. I had one young man that when I asked him why did he go to nursing school, he said it was a stepping stone to the next part of my career. He said, I'm going to enroll in law school. And like, nursing, law school. Okay, I didn't get it. And his goal was that he wanted to be the CEO of a major health system at some point in his life. And so he finished nursing school, started working as a nurse, entered law school. He has now finished law school. He has taken the bar, and he has taken the job as an attorney. He is on his way to reaching his goal. Now, what is the most common answer I hear is, I want to help people. And some people say that apologetically. Well, I don't have these grand ideas. I just love helping people. Well, if you're going to be a nurse, it is a good thing to want to help people. But because if you hadn't recognized it by now, nursing is about people. Nursing is about people who need you, who need the skills and expertise that this school has taught you. So if you went into nursing because you want to help people, that's a good thing. So here's the thing though, nursing is a challenging profession. I'm sure that you had a challenging education here at Middle Georgia State University. Some of you probably would even say that it is a very tough program. It is a very tough program because healthcare and nursing is a very tough and challenging profession. We have some challenges now that we have not faced for quite a while. We have some very unique challenges. We have a shortage of nursing. You will hear us say that the nursing shortage is bigger and longer than it has been in a very long time. And that's good and bad. The bad part of that is that we are challenged to have enough staff to take care of the patients that come into our healthcare system. The good part of that is you can get a job anywhere right now. So that's a good thing. So there's good and bad with that. Executives are challenged with keeping up with the compensation for nursing. Sometimes we just came out of a pandemic, and which brought even more challenges. It challenged the schools because we as hospitals didn't allow the schools to have as many clinical hours as they had before. Nursing schools are challenged to have enough faculty. COVID-19 changed the way we do many things. It changed the way we take care of patients. It changed the visitation policy. Some of you all probably experienced that. And we had to learn from those things. We had to learn that although we wanted to keep everybody safe, sometimes that emotional and love that people needed from connecting with their family members was needed to override some of our concerns for safety. We also lost nurses to contract agencies because of lucrative pay scales. And guess what? We have not fully recovered. You're coming into the nursing profession when patients are sicker. Patients that used to be on the ICU, in the ICU, are now on the med-surg floors. There's an increase in the mental health patients, as well as medical patients with mental health issues. The legal system is not as forgiving when nurses make mistakes as in years past. So the room is quiet, the room is still. And so you say, okay, I thought you were gonna pump us up. But here's the thing. So why should you as a student still choose nursing? Families, loved ones, why should your loved one choose nursing? So I'm here to tell you, don't let these challenges deter you from your choice. You're gonna go on your job and you're gonna hear some of my staff complain about some of the things in nursing. But guess what? When they talk about the nursing shortage, raise your hand and say, here I am. I'm the resolution for your nursing shortage. When you first enter the profession, You know, I entered the profession back in the 80s. Guess what we were dealing with? The biggest and longest nursing shortage that they had seen. Guess what we were dealing with? Agencies starting to come up and offer nurses money to travel. Guess what we were dealing with? Med-surg floors, having to take care of patients that used to be in the ICU. So what I'm here to tell you is that nursing has been to this dance before. So what is the good news? The good news is when there's chaos, there's opportunities for improvement. Think about back in the 80s that although we were challenged with chaos, what came about? The NCLEX came about. You know, for the last 3 years, we've been dealing with COVID-19. What were we dealing with in the 80s? AIDS and HIV. You know, and those young people that came into nursing and healthcare, what did we do? You know, the veterans said, oh, they're not like us. They don't think like us. But guess what? Those of us who didn't think like them, we changed nursing. You know, you are coming into nursing at a time when there are some challenges and some chaos. What are we expecting from you? We're expecting you to change care delivery models. We're expecting you to challenge the status quo. We're expecting you to challenge the pay scale, challenge the schedule and assignment. Some of you will graduate, some of you may already be married, some of you may get married and decide to have children. You know, well, what we're seeing these days is younger staff not coming back from maternity leave full-time. They're coming back part-time rather than full-time. Well, why do we have to have 12-hour shifts? Why can't we have schedules and assignments that can cater to your family life as well? You know, one of the things that you talk that the older generation talk about the younger generation, what do we talk about for you guys? That you live by this, right? You live by your technology. But listen, why can't this technology change the way we deliver care? When I came into healthcare, what did I use? This was my technology. For y'all who can't see, I have an ink pen in my hand. You know, some of y'all probably say, what is that? You know, but it's because I wrote my nurse's note. I wrote a story. And I had to get used to, as we changed healthcare, in learning to type that into the computer. But what do you have? You know, some of you may have a Bluetooth in your ear right now. Why do you have to type it? Why can't you come, and there's already technology out there as far as Dragon Speaks and many other things that you can just speak your assessment and it goes in the computer. Why do you have to type it? You know, these are the things that that are there now that we expect you to take and carry forward and make healthcare better, improve the quality of care, improve the excellence of healthcare. So don't be deterred by the challenges of healthcare. Okay, y'all got me preaching now, so. But right now in the emergency room, I have about 35 or 40 patients that are waiting to go upstairs to a room. By regulations, my staff is supposed to have an admission assessment done on an admitted patient while they're still taking care of emergency patient. That's regulatory. There's timelines that we have to meet. There are time metrics we have to meet. But just to show you how healthcare has changed within the last 2 years because of COVID-19, everything has gone tele. There's a nurse in Charlotte, North Carolina, that is doing the assessment on the patient that's sitting in Atrium Health emergency room. That's because technology has changed. You know, ask to see a counselor these days. You're going to get a tele appointment. They're going to ask you, do you have a computer or do you have a phone that you can do a tele appointment? When we had COVID-19, there were patients that were sick enough to be in the hospital, but we didn't have room for them. We gave them electronic blood pressure cuff. We gave them, make sure they had a thermometer. We made sure that they had a pulse ox so they could check their oxygenation. What did we do? We sent them home. When they got home, what happened? The next day, a nurse who was sitting at home called them and did their assessment. The day after that, a physician called them and did their assessment. And so what I'm here to tell you is things change when there's chaos. It forces us sometimes to make the improvements to challenge the status quo. And sometimes it's not the people who have been there, it's the young brains, it's the young generation, it's the technology minds that come in and say, why do you all do it this way? Y'all probably say, why do y'all old folks do it this way? But we need for you to say that because we need to learn from you. So, my challenge to you is that you propel our profession to even greater accomplishment. This is a great profession, So, go back to the question, why choose nursing? It's a great profession. All the reasons that I said in the beginning. Choose it because of the legacy of your family. Choose it because you love helping people. Choose it because it's a stepping stone. We need you, the next generation, who think differently, who do things differently, who take better care of yourselves than we did. We need you to propel our profession out of chaos into greater opportunity and greater expectation and greater levels of excellence. As you do this, don't forget that the patient is a person. Don't forget that the person comes with not only diseases, ailments, and injuries, but also with feelings, emotions, and fears. I once heard a man say that a patient will remember how you made them feel more than what you did for them. As you progress through the many changes in this profession, and you will, please remember that out of all the changes, the thing that should not change is that we care. There will be times when you may find yourself being judgmental of the patients. I'm telling you this because I've lived it. There's a lot of recidivism in healthcare. You got patients who come in that uses the healthcare system inappropriately. People come into the emergency room who really should have a primary care physician. Mental health patients come in over and over again. And it's easy in a stressful situation to say, when that mental health patient come in, it's easy to say, here comes that nutcase again. It's easy to say when you have that 600-pound obese patient that asks for something to eat, and it's easy to say, oh, did they not eat everything already? I want you to remember that the patient is a person. It's easy to be judgmental. Here's the thing. Do you know what I always tell staff? The hardest thing we do is to manage our judgment, because that patient that's a mental health patient, that patient that's a drug addict, when that 21-year-old that's laying on your trauma table or your OR table with a gunshot in his chest with teardrops tattooed on his face because he's a member of a gang, you're not the judge or the jury. The thing that should determine and define your care is that person's healthcare armband and your healthcare badge. That's what defines your care. So I'm challenging you to remember that the patient is a person. And so as I close here, as you embark on this journey, you've already made it through high school. Now you've made it through this nursing program. You're going to go through this pinning ceremony tonight. You're going to graduate tomorrow. And this school has prepared you to take and pass the NCLEX. And you'll get to wear the title of RN. And that RN means what? Registered nurse. And you'll then go to work, whether it's Atrium Health, Piedmont Health, wherever you go to work. You will work with other nurses. You will work with patients. You will work with staff members, environmental services people, doctors, respiratory therapists. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to get another degree. Working with these people going to make that RN mean real nurse. And you may change it to RN FR, real registered nurse for real. And so, take my advice. Take care of yourselves, because if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of these people that need you. Take care of each other. Stay in contact with each other. When you go to your jobs, have a connection with the people. If you got we have this thing at the emergency room, this saying at the emergency room, if you're drowning in this emergency room, it's because everybody's drowning, okay? So take care of each other. By all means, take care of your patient. And notice I said take care of yourself and take care of each other before I said take care of the patient, because you have to take care of yourself first before you be able to take care of that patient. In the old school nursing, nurses used to talk about working 12 and 13 hours without going to the bathroom. That's stupid, okay? No, I mean, that's why you had urinary tract infection in healthcare workers, okay? Take care of yourself, take your vacation. And that's the thing about it. That's the thing that we need to learn from you guys, is how to take care of ourselves, because the new generation, you guys do a great job at that, and we need to learn from that. Create many memories. We also have this saying that we can't make this stuff up. And week after week, it's like, man, we should write a book. I mean, because you are going to see, hear, experience, and smell things that you don't have a file for. Most of all, make a positive impact. Sometimes we do everything right and the patient lives. Sometimes we do everything right and the patient may not make it. The thing about it is we will be able to look that family member in the eye and say that we did everything possible, everything that we've been trained to do from this institution to give that person the opportunity to have a good outcome. And lastly, I would say, as you've gone from elementary school to middle school to high school through this program to this pinning ceremony to graduation to the NCLEX to starting your career as a registered nurse, the last thing I got to say, because I have done it, enjoy the journey. Congratulations.
Good evening. Okay, now we come to the part where everybody is anticipating. If I could have the ASN students come up first. Pinning our ASN students this afternoon is Ms. Dawn Knight. She is the ASN program coordinator. So our first graduate is Ali Ahmed. Orlando Brown. Tiana Brown. Tyler Burton. Ashley Castillo. Portia Clark. Caitlin Daniels. DeMarcus Davis. Courtney Flippin. Zoe Ford. Arleah Foster. Ashley Garrett. Kristen Hand. Kimberly Johnson. Emily Jones. Doree Kitchens. Michaela Lee. Malaysia McLean. Sharonda McKeever. Lauren Palumbo. Casey Power. Betsy Risch. Freeman Shepherd. Tara Stegman. Lauren Strom. Courtney Tanner. Macaulay Underwood. Wesley Wethington. So would you please join me in congratulating the ASN graduates? So pinning our Bachelor of Science in Nursing students, graduates, is Dr. Patsy Butts. She is a PLBSN program coordinator. Our first graduate is Erin Ali. Timmy Topi Anthony. Ashley Brown. Brittany Brown. Chesney Carroll. Troy Carroll. Cassie Carter. Emily Chancellor. Olivia Chanel. Alicia Collins. Christina Cook. Lindsay Fisher. Cassie Flanders. Alexis Gates. Ansley Glover. Elisa Harden. Chantel Huff. Brock Holsey. Chelsea Hulsey. James Hunter. Deja Engel. Ariana Jean. Natasha Killen. Abigail Kim. Andrea Law. Bryn Melvin. Sarah Montijo. Elisa Mountain. Mason Wynn. Emanuela Anyajawe. Agnes Puri. Jacqueline Pina. Lauren Perinsky. Casey Reeves. Charlotte Sawyer. Savannah Shank. Morgan Sellers. Colin Sieg. Jonathan Sorrell. Britley Sutherland. Mary Stewart. Amber Taylor. Blaney Templeman. Olivia Tifo. Shelby Watson. Courtney Williamson. Brooke Eiseldike. Please join me in congratulating the graduates of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. So we have a RN to Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree as well. It's an online program, 3 semesters and you're done. Whoop, whoop, right? And most of the graduates are working, so they generally do not attend pinning, but we happen to have an honored graduate tonight. Yes? Yes. And so pinning our RN to BSN graduate is Dr. Josephine Camaro. She is the RN to BSN program coordinator for those who are interested, right? Okay, so our student graduate for the RN to BSN program is Shamblina Johnson. Comblina, did I kill your name? Comblina Johnson, yes. They all worry about my pronunciation. Thank you. All right, let's congratulate Ms. Johnson. So this is the part that we do. This year we changed it up with reciting the Nightingale Pledge, and you guys probably don't remember, we practiced this on your first week in nursing school. Yeah. We changed it up a little bit because we decided we wanted to go with a more modern version of the Crimean War Nightingale Pledge. So if you are a graduate and are a nurse in the audience, I want you to stand and participate with me in the Nightingale Pledge. So graduates, okay, you don't have it, don't panic. But the audience has it on their program. It's on the back. And we're going to do it a little differently this time. Again, I'm going to read the statement and you're going to say, I will, like you're getting married, but you're not getting married, right? I will. You ready? So the statement is, with full knowledge of the responsibilities that I am undertaking, I solemnly pledge myself to the service of humanity and will endeavor to practice my profession with conscience and dignity. Isn't that better? And it has meaning. You feel it, right? Feel it. I will maintain by all the means in my power to honor the noble traditions of my profession. The total health of my patients will be my first concern. I will hold in confidence all personal matters coming to my knowledge. I will not permit considerations of religion, nationality, race, or social standing to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skills at the highest level and give my support and cooperation to all members of the healthcare team. With full awareness of my qualifications and limitations, I will do my utmost to maximize the potential of the nursing profession and to uphold and advance its standards. I will maintain the utmost respect for humanity. And I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. I do. There you go. We're now married. Yay. Wasn't that much better? Y'all like that? All right, have a seat for just 1 second. So in closing, we need to thank the individuals who are responsible for planning and coordinating this pinning ceremony. We have a pinning ceremony planning committee, and it's led by Professor Dr. Nancy Wilson. Where's Nancy? Also, I would like to thank the faculty and the staff for the dedication and commitment to your academic excellence, right? It takes a partnership. As we end the ceremony, the graduates will recess out of the gym area into the lobby of the building. Once the graduate recession is complete, guests may meet the graduates out in the lobby and exit the building. So you guys be safe in your travels, and congratulations. Wonderful.